Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking about Kid Cudi because he is currently in court.
Testifying for the Diddy sex trafficking trial.
Right. I mean, obviously we know that Diddy allegedly did something he shouldn't have with Kid Cudi's car. And so that's what he's going to speak on, I think. Currently, I think he's not on the stand. I think he's about to, like it's happening any moment.
Right.
We'll also talk about Kim Kardashian because, I mean, she could be in the courtroom too, representing Diddy or prosecuting Diddy because she's a lawyer now.
Well, she hasn't passed the bar.
But she passed some law thing.
Yeah. She graduated from a law program.
Oh, that's right. So
it was school.
You complete school and then you have to do the bar.
Yes.
Oh.
Which we'll get into that.
Okay. And we'll talk about everyone's favorite, least favorite celebrity.
JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Siwa. Talk about JoJo Siwa because it appears that
she's moved on.
She's moved on. She's with a guy now. We'll remind you where
we are live. Thank you for those waiting in the waiting room. Reminder: leave us your comments because we do get to those at the end of the show. Anything you want to say about any of the stories about us? We want to hear it.
We want to hear it. Okay. Kid Cudi, he's in court. He walked in this morning.
Smoking a cigarette.
He looked kind of cool walking into court.
He did look cool, but wow, what a vibe.
He was a vibe.
He seemed stressed out.
Do you think that it was like a calming cigarette or it was a I'm a cool celebrity cigarette?
No, I think it was like he was trying to cool down.
Yeah, because
he's nervous.
It could be very interesting when he takes the stand because obviously Diddy is accused of allegedly blowing up his car. So
right. And Cassie has testified that Diddy had said he wanted to blow up Kid Cudi's car. He wanted to do it in front of his friends to make a statement. This is obviously because Cassie says that she had like a brief fling with Kid Cudi, but eventually broke it off because it was too dangerous. And when Cassie had originally, it was the lawsuit that she originally had filed, which laid out all of her allegations against Diddy. At that time, Kid Cudi did come out and in support of her, saying that everything she said was true. Because at that time, she had mentioned that Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car. But now we're hearing from him, in his own words, what went down. And I'm excited to hear it.
The only thing I'm a bit worried about is yesterday in court, the lawyers for both parties were kind of fighting over Kid Cudi and his testimony, basically saying that if Kid Cudi doesn't have first-hand knowledge that Diddy did this, then you can't tell a jury that hearsay. If you can't tell the jury hearsay, like I heard that Diddy, people have been saying, because that's not like a legally admissible thing. Like
I think they need to get Diddy up there and be like, did you blow up the guy's car? And he's like, yes. And it's like, okay, let's move on.
Right. Do you think Diddy will ever take the stand?
I don't think so.
I doubt it.
Can't imagine his lawyers would advise that because
the prosecutors would go in at him.
Oof.
Also yesterday on the stand was George Kaplan, a former Diddy employee. He kind of was, he set things up and then he cleaned things up afterwards. It's kind of not the job you want, like just putting the lube there and the lube, setting up the candles there.
He said he was working 100 hours a week and was only making $120K a year.
Wow.
And he said that at one point Diddy threatened his life because I guess he brought home, like he went to the store, he was getting something for Diddy, he brought it back, got like the wrong thing. And Diddy threatened to kill him.
Oh, yeah. No, Diddy asked for a gallon of water.
Yes.
And there was no gallons of water there. So he got 2 half gallons of water.
Right.
And Diddy was pissed.
Oh my God.
That's kind of a relatable,
Is it? I would never threaten to kill somebody over that.
If you think that if Harvey sent us out to go and get him, what is he like? What is Harvey like? Something really healthy.
Yeah,
you know
he's a healthy eater.
Like
salmon bowls.
If we send us out to get him a salmon bowl.
And we came back with a burger.
Yeah, or a chicken teriyaki bowl.
Oh, that sounds good.
Harvey would not be pleased.
No.
Is there anything else that happened yesterday? Oh, interestingly, The Punisher was on TMZ Live, actually.
Oh, yeah, he was. Did you watch it?
I did.
What'd you think?
I thought it was interesting that The Punisher, who was a witness for the prosecution, wasn't even sure why he was there, didn't think that he gave any evidence to support a prosecution of Diddy. In
I
fact,
mean, I don't care. I'm here for it.
I
I'm
love-
here for the fireworks and
the Punisher is the breakout star of this
yes,
trial.
he is. He is.
In Search of Freezer Meat.
He should really like trademark some things right now. Trademark Freezer Meat because that was the title of his book.
Great name.
Trademark the Punisher. Well, that's actually the Punisher is like a
Sounds like a comic book character.
Yeah, I think it is.
But I would like, because he said he's written this In Search of Freezer Meat, this biography.
Yeah.
And he said of like the nearly 200 pages, only like 10 of them are about Diddy and Cassie.
Interesting.
I kind of want to read his book. I kind of want it to be made into a movie. Like, this guy's lived a life.
I
the
know.
Punisher.
What a life.
What a life. All right.
Moving on.
Should we move on?
To Kim Kardashian. She's graduated from a law program. She posted video. She was in a backyard ceremony. Van Jones spoke, which people have always like connected them romantically.
Oh, Van Jones was at the ceremony?
He was there, yeah. There was like a couple other people that were there, I guess, graduating. So she shared a clip saying, Chloe shared a clip saying she's so proud of her sister for completing the years-long process. There were some jokes that were made. Like people were saying like, oh, usually you graduate in 3 years, but it took you 6 years.
It took her 6 years to do it.
Yeah.
I think good on her, though. She doesn't need to do school again.
Yeah.
And she is anyway for 6 years. Like,
I mean, I think it's kind of like in relation to her father, her late father, Robert Kardashian. Obviously, he was
true.
like a famous attorney. So it almost seems like she's trying to like step into that field, inspired by her dad. And we know that she's all about like prison reform and she can really help people now like legally. I mean, look, she has to pass the bar. We know she's taken the baby bar.
Did she pass it or not?
She has not passed even,
So
maybe she passed the baby bar. But she hasn't passed the actual bar.
Oh, she passed the baby bar in 2021.
But it has not passed the actual bar exam.
Which I hear is quite hard.
Very hard, apparently.
And lawyers around our office think that maybe she wouldn't be up to it.
Really? I mean, how would they know?
Because they're know-it-alls and they're like smart asses.
Yes, but it's also because it's a woman thing. It's like, how could a woman, especially a beautiful woman.
Yes.
Please. It's like you can't have brains and beauty.
You struggle with that? Like people having misconceptions about you?
Hey! Oh, so you're saying I'm beautiful? You kind of did.
Kinda. So also,
Kourtney Kardashian.
Kardashian related, Kourtney doesn't think. This is funny. In the same thing, we've got Kim Kardashian going to school to be a lawyer.
Yeah.
And her sister Kourtney saying kids don't need to go to school.
Right. So she's saying she is not for traditional schooling. So she was with Chloe on her podcast.
You want to play it? We got it here.
Yes.
I think living authentically is not conforming. I do it with everything. It's not about our family. Like, let's say the school system. I'll think, why do kids go to school? Truly. It's so dated.
Oh, I'm such a homeschool person, so don't even get me going.
So then I'll start thinking, and then like, my kids will send me videos about like, why do kids go to school? It'll be like really successful people, and they'll be like, my kids never go to school and they're never going to and whatever. And then I'm like, okay, what's the goal here? You want to do homeschool? Let's do it.
Oh, I mean.
I'm not for homeschool.
I'm not for homeschool.
Have you ever like in school, like did you ever have people that like came in late, like maybe came in junior year of high school and they're like, I was homeschooled my whole life, but my mom let me come here for the experience. And then you're like, they're freaking weird.
Yeah, they're kind of dead behind the eyes.
Like they don't have any social skills.
Yeah.
I would say school, okay, there's the education part, but there's the social aspect that is so important.
Totally.
In school. And look, kids get bullied. There's bad things that happen, but at the same time, you learn how to be like, how to adjust in society.
Yeah. And like you get like bullied or you get like.
Or you are the bully.
Or you are the bully. You do all these things and you feel the emotions that come with playing that part. And like, oh, I bullied someone that felt bad. I'm not going to bully someone again.
It's part of like personal development.
It's development.
And then rather than these like homeschoolers that are like, hello, you go out after school? What do you do? Like they just are so like oblivious to life.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if you know this about me. For up until like my junior year of high school, maybe junior, maybe senior, I had perfect attendance.
Congrats.
I have trophies at home.
Oh, you get trophies?
Awards for perfect attendance all throughout my life. There was one time I threw up in piano class in elementary.
Didn't go home.
I was telling the nurse, I was like, I can't go home. And she's like, is everything okay over there? But my grandma was like, you need to go to school every single day.
Oh.
Even summer school. I went every year to summer school.
This started out sounding like something that was quite like admirable, and now now it sounds like child abuse.
My grandma forced me. I
Wow.
think because her kids didn't turn out so great, so she thought putting me in school would
Wait,
be...
isn't her kids your mum?
Yeah. Not my mom, my aunt, and my uncles, none of them went to college. So I think my grandma was like, we got to do it right this time.
And did they?
I don't know. A failure.
All right, on to our last story. JoJo Siwa, big congrats. Looks like she's with someone.
Chris Hughes, the whole scandal from Celebrity Big Brother where she like dumped her girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, she had said she was a lesbian, right?
Yes.
And then her and Chris in the Big Brother house were like flirting.
She changed her mind.
And she was like, you know what? I'm actually queer.
Right.
Which I can't relate to that. I can't relate to like, you know, being unsure about your sexuality.
Yeah.
I know there's like people that are like very fluid, which she seems to be that way.
She's young as well. So, I mean, and also she's grown up in such a way that I think that you learn more about yourself and your sexuality when you're like growing up and going through adolescence and that sort of stuff. But her life has always been so hectic that I don't think you take the time to really, I don't know, think about it and try things.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, she seems to be kind of like pursuing things with Chris. There's like photos of them like kissing. They seem to be in the UK together, which is where he lives.
Oh, she went to visit him?
Believe so. She had posted some photos and she captioned it, absolutely beautiful, wouldn't change a single thing. A week I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Everything is just so sappy. I just like, she's just such an attention seeker.
I think that's why people are turned off. They're like, oh, she's, you know, now all of a sudden she's queer, like for clout.
Yeah.
But what if she really just doesn't know?
I think
and she's just like, you know, a feather in the wind, going wherever it blows her.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Oh, that was a bad pun, actually.
Wherever it blows her. That's a good one, Charlie. That's a good one. All right, let's just move on to our comments. That's a good note to end.
All right. For the Diddy Kid Cudi stuff, RGM said, do y'all think they will bring up the video that Diddy posted when Cassie was on the floor hiding under the covers? I remember that.
What is that?
Years ago, he posted a video of her where she was like hiding and he's like, come out. And it looked playful, but she was like hiding from him. Now we're looking at it with like new eyes. Maria Welsh said, Cudi, put him away with your testimony. Sidebar, please do new music. We miss you.
Yeah, Kid Cudi's awesome.
I mean, he could definitely have stuff to rap about now.
If he rapped about the trial.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I was taking the stand, but I was really taking a stand. Oh.
You rhymed stand with stand. But it actually
hey, Eminem does that.
You actually kind of pulled it off. Not bad, actually, Charlie.
Sylvia Feldman said, Cudi will tell all because feds gave him immunity.
Yeah, well, I mean, Cudi didn't do anything wrong.
No.
But I wonder if he has proof or evidence that Diddy did this. That's what you need.
I feel like you low-key think Diddy's going to get off.
I don't low-key think it. I think it.
Oh, Charlie.
I don't want it.
You are drinking the sauce.
I am drinking Harvey's sauce, which
yes, that's
what
I mean.
Harvey thinks Diddy's going to get off too. And I just don't.
Well, he hasn't blatantly said that, but he's like, I'm not sure about the racketeering.
I'm not sure about the racketeering.
Every time you say racketeering, I just think of like tennis,
Me too.
like racket,
Me
like
too.
out there, like, you know, hitting balls.
And you and me are like members of the jury. Like people are on the jury.
Oh, and no, because I would put him away. I would put him away right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hardcore.
Oh, I mean,
he's a monster. I'm fine putting a monster behind bars.
I hope they do. I just don't think racketeering's been proven yet.
So racketeering is to prove that he was part of like a criminal organization.
Yeah, that he used bad boy records to commit crimes. You know?
Okay. Moving on to Kim K, Kourtney Kardashian. Mattress King said Kim Kardashian is not a lawyer. Arlene said, remember back in the day, keeping up with the Kardashians? Khloe Kardashian came back in the early morning from a Diddy party.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, but I think a lot of celebrities went to the Diddy parties.
Wow, that was quite an episode, Charlie. Neff.
Wow, okay.
We got to wrap up because we're about to film TMZ TV show.
Oh, yes.
We're running late. TMZ
and you
TV.
and I with the stars.
We're the stars of the show. We better get out there right now and tell our jokes. All right,
guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.